Hi guys, today's video is a little bit different. Today I'm gonna show you a video of our home improvement. I figured that it would be better to document the whole process. That way we can remember when did we did this home improvement, how we did it, and how long we've had this thing with us. So I just felt like it's a good way of documenting things and helping people out there who are actually do not know what they're doing like we do. So we're first time home buyers, so we basically have no idea how to deal or improve our house. So we are learning as we go, and I figured documenting it was the best way to keep track on how things are going. So our video for today is about installing our storm door. So if you can notice, this is the storm door that my husband just installed on his own, which is very amazing. So, long story short, we went to Menards, look for storm door that is affordable for us because we're not rich, we're very poor actually. We are on a very tight budget. So, um, so this is the storm door that we think deemed to be affordable for us. And today we did install it. So here's how I did it. Hope you guys enjoy watching. It started with us unboxing the door in our front yard. Again, we bought this from Menard, and this is the one that we can find to be very affordable. Inside the door comes a manual that tells you how to install it, so which is nice. So of all the parts of the manual, this little tiny paper here is my favorite because it provides a link with a video that tells you how to install your door. So we bought the Larson brand door, and it specify you how to do things with very specific instructions. I really recommend reading through those instructions and making sure you follow them step by step. So it really helps a lot with our process here in installing ours. So it comes with so many manuals that's going to help you put your door, and it is very clear instructions. So make sure to read it. So that's my first tip. Next, in this video, we are trying to measure where the holes are going in for the hinges of the door. So we tried marking it with a pen first, and then we were trying to put the hinges on the door. We don't have any fancy equipment, so we just put it on the planks to lift it up a little bit, and then we made do. And by the way, the weather today was really blazing warm, and my husband doesn't do well with warm weather, so we've decided to take out our fold-up tent and expand it, assemble it, and actually take time to do that so we have a little bit of shade going on while we were working on this door. Actually, a tree is being put on our property because we don't have tree in our front yard, which really helps with the shade. We don't have any shade in our front yard, and it was really hot. So by the way, this video compresses the whole morning progress on working on this door. It actually took us the whole morning just to install this door, and you definitely need at least two-person to do it, and do not do this by yourself. I do not recommend that. You would need a little bit of help in actually putting it up and holding things in place. So this is my husband hiding on the shade while putting the hinges on the door, and me trying to provide as much shade and help as much as I could because I can't really lift heavy things. I'm not that strong enough for it. So he does the major lifting, he does the major assembling, and I do the documentation part. I love taking videos, I love seeing the before and after of all things. So this is me documenting stuff and making sure that everything is put together by the end of the day. So again, we started with putting hinges on the door. Once that is done, then he started drilling holes on the door frame, and then we put the door up, flipped it all together. I hold it in place, and he put the screws in. So this is why it takes two people to do this work, because one person definitely needs to hold it in place while the other was drilling holes and connecting it on our door. So now this is the part where we are putting screws on it, make sure it stays in there, and then it's done. The next part is putting the frame at the top. So that's my husband doing it, and then the frame at the corner. I'm holding the screws and trying to document it as close as I can and as accurate as I can. So this is me holding the camera while holding out the screws for him not to lose. So they did provide extra screws. We had a lot of screws fell down under our kind of mini deck in here, but still we still have enough left even after that. And then of course you're gonna put the bottom part in. He has to hammer it a little bit to keep it in place. And aside from hammering it, you also need to put it with two screws at the front. So you also need to put mini screws to keep it in place so that it doesn't go out. Now we're off to putting on the door handles, which I thought were gonna be super difficult to do, but apparently it was not. You just need to put pieces together just like what the instruction does, and then hold it in place, peel off the tape first, take out all the dust that you have, hold it in place. So this is me holding it in place for him while he drill it together. And then once I'm done helping him out and holding it in place, then he can do it on his own. So again, this is the doorknob with a little bit. Admittedly, it does not have a lock. I would want a lock installed on it eventually, but not right now. So the thing that can make it, I don't know what it's called, but the thing that can make it latch on the door is a little bit thinner than what we like, so he has to improvise and add a little bit of wood to thicken it out a little bit. So that's him working on it earlier. So after that was installed, he's gonna move forward to the closer. So he decided he wants the closer at the top of the door because it's always, he said it's always in the way once it's in the middle or at the bottom of the door. But the sad part about that is I can't reach it. I genuinely cannot reach it and like use the stopper on it if we want the door to be opened. But he's always at home anyway, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. So again, he decided to install it at the top. You can install it at the top, at the bottom middle of the door, or at the very bottom of the door. It is really up to you where you want to install it. We've decided to do it at the top, so you know, kids won't mess with it, and it's very easy to, you know, kind of forget that it's in there. So this is him putting it at the top. I'm really not much help on this part because I can't reach it. That's about it. We had a storm door and it's all done. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys like and subscribe. If you have any questions on how we did it, feel free to comment up and I will answer you the best that I can. Have a good day, you guys.